Or busy?
These 2 weeks are really, really busy. We're at like 5 events at the same time, and they all want me to just do social media updates, and then they all have.
I think we can start. And we're live now. Let's discuss the campaigning later. Welcome everyone to Coffee Talk by LaureaES. My name is Roman. I'm the head of marketing. And today I'm going to be a host of this Coffee Talk episode 6, together with my awesome guest, Lina Landgraf, the girl with 3 L's. Shortly about Coffee Talk, it's a casual 20-minute chat where we talk about anything really. The topic is a community choice from our LinkedIn group, LaureaES Lounge. Join it through the link in the chat if it's already there. And let's begin. Today's topic is getting out of your comfort zone. And when I was picking a person who to talk about this topic with, Lina was the perfect choice. And turns out she's even more perfect because she's never done the live stream events like this before. Lina, could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, for sure. Thanks for the great introduction. My name is Lina Landgraf. Like he already said, I'm the one with the 3 L's. I work in the digital marketing department of a company called Dassault System. They do like 3D modeling and simulation software. They're a software as a service company. And there I basically focus on cloud marketing campaigns, social media marketing, and other digital marketing activities and events. And yeah, in the beginning of the year, I basically said to myself, I'm going to start being more active on LinkedIn. I'm going to start posting on LinkedIn and see where it gets me. And it's now 9 months later, 8 months later, and it's gotten me so far already. And I'm so excited about what's going to come. But that's basically a quick introduction to myself. And like you already said, this is already me stepping out of my comfort zone because I've never been live before.
Yep. And something me and Lina, autocorrect here, Lina have in common is that we're both trying to build our own personal brands on LinkedIn. And this is something that to both of us was sort of getting out of the comfort zone. Lina started way earlier and she's been doing great. You can check out her LinkedIn profile. Her content is amazing, and at the moment she's approaching 3,000 followers, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And honestly, Lina is a very genuine person. So if you have any questions about personal branding, getting out of your comfort zone, that phrase is going to be repeated many times today. Feel free to reach out to her. She's very approachable, and yeah, that's why we're connected here. She's right now in Germany. She's from Germany. This is all happening thanks to mutual connections through LinkedIn networking, the power of LinkedIn. So this is all a fruit of getting out of my comfort zone, because I personally wanted to start doing something to build my network. And as everyone here knows, networking is super important when looking for a job, advancing in career, developing new skills, and just overall meeting new people. So Lina, what helped you keep going after all these 8 months? You've grown so much.
There's many things. It's mostly about the people, actually, because I've gotten to know so many amazing human beings on the platform. And honestly, I've always been a people person, and these kind of great connections that you get with people, those give me energy, and those like really make my day. And you being one of them, like just for you guys to understand, we met a couple of months ago and we've been in contact so many times already, helping each other out. We give each other feedback. I think we have a great feedback culture, Roman and I, which is amazing. And I've learned so much. I can see that I improve within my company also. So I can like improve my social media game because I get like the latest LinkedIn updates and I can share them within my company. People within my company also sometimes approach me now to help them with their LinkedIn profile, which is also something that's really motivating, and I really like doing that. So those are all the things, and basically learning how to create better content and just creating more content, that's something that I'm really passionate about, and that keeps me going. Yeah, what about you?
Uh, for me, same, the community. I mean, as you said, our feedback culture is exceptional, I would say. For anyone who's wondering, personal branding on LinkedIn is much easier than you think. All you need to do is start posting. You just need to overcome this fear of what other people would think and the uncertainty of what you would post about. The second one was my issue because I'm not an expert in anything, to be honest. I'm a junior marketer myself, and I just started in the field. So I don't consider myself an expert in blogging, marketing, or sustainability, the three topics I try to write about. But I still try to write, and I realized that it's something that you just develop over time, and also the stuff you post as well.
For sure. And like everybody has an opinion. You don't need to be an expert to have an opinion on a certain topic. You can just, if you see some kind of, I don't know if we stay within the marketing bubble, if you see some kind of campaign that you really like or dislike, why not make a post about what you liked and disliked about it? That's your opinion, and that's already providing value to others. So I don't think you need to be an expert in any field.
And over time, if you are lucky to get connections like Lina, the feedback culture is also going to get developed with your connections. Because in our example, we just tag and comment each other in each other's post. We like, we share, because, well, I find her content very interesting. So I genuinely try to engage a lot with it. I assume Lina thinks the same, and it's also at the same time, it's a way of showing support to each other. So LinkedIn is a platform where it's easier to be personal and genuine, and in a way others will elevate you by elevating their own content. Does it make sense? Like elevating each other to develop and improve.
I think so. Yeah. I think just getting yourself out there and making the start, that's, I think, the most difficult thing, because you might be afraid of people judging you or something. And I'm going to be really honest right now, what you post on LinkedIn will not everybody will like that, but the right people will, and those are the people who will follow you. So that's something that you have to like wrap your head around. It's with any kind of marketing, like my friend John Asperian, who's a great LinkedIn expert, he always says your marketing should attract but also repel. And it's the same with being active on LinkedIn and with creating your content.
Yeah, it's not about attracting everyone, but the right people, right? That will be interested in what you write.
For sure. And if you get past that like first barrier, that's like yourself standing in your own way, I think you will find that it's definitely worth it. I've gotten so many opportunities. I've also been on 2 podcasts, for example. If you would have asked me if I would have thought that I would be in a podcast, being the interviewee of a podcast a year ago, I would have laughed and said, no way. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very similar to these coffee talks. I was never doing live stream events before, never hosted any, and first one was very camera shy moment, so now I'm slowly getting used to it. Yeah.
And I have that really great example of a story of where I stepped out of my comfort zone, and a year ago I would have laughed and said no way. I can hear myself double right now.
Sorry, that was my YouTube stream at the same time.
All right. Okay. So anyway, when I actually studied in Finland in 2018, and back then I said to myself, I really want to learn how to create videos. I have no idea how to do it, and I put myself in front of in the way, and I never really got to it. And then there was this amazing opportunity. I got an email from one of the administrators at Haaga-Helia in Finland, and they said that there's this scholarship option what you have to do is create a 5-minute video, and that's your entry basically into that scholarship program. And I was like, okay, this is the opportunity to learn how to create videos. And I sat down, I created a concept, I downloaded a video editor app. Back then, I didn't know that you could just download one on your phone, which is for free, and you could have just done it there. But anyway, I downloaded a video program, and I basically taught myself how to create videos, and I won first prize because of that video. I won first prize on that scholarship, and that's how I basically taught myself how, like, I got out of my comfort zone, forced myself out of my comfort zone, and actually applied, and I got first place. And that's like my favorite story about getting out of the comfort zone, actually, and what it actually helped me. And nowadays, I love creating videos. I do that almost weekly for LinkedIn, and yeah, it gets easier every time.
Yeah, and basically, from what you said, you could say that if you're wondering whether you're going to be good at it or not, you're having doubts, and it's obviously something you are not maybe comfortable with right now because you've never done it before, you should just do it and see whether you're going to be good. Your case in point, you actually ended up being pretty good, and now you're doing it on a regular basis. We have a question from the chat, actually, and it's a lot about giving public opinions. And the question is, what's your opinion of giving public opinions when cancel culture is around? I assume that's connected to posting on LinkedIn or in general, but yes, what will be your opinion, Lina?
I think you should be aware of what you post publicly, because people will see it. So don't just go on, post anything without any thought behind it. But I actually do only post things that I actually really stand behind. And if people don't agree with my opinion there, then they can just unfollow me. That's fine for me. But I choose to post what I choose to post. And I had an example. I posted something on one of my other accounts, and there were a lot of people who did not like that content. There were a lot of, it was more political. So there's a lot of controversial things going on there. And in the beginning, I started blocking those comments, but then I was like, no, I'm just going to leave them. It's fine. They can just, they're boosting my content by commenting. So yeah, but it's difficult to find that line. But that's my point of view to post things that you stand behind.
Would you say, if we talk about posting on LinkedIn and trying to build your personal brand, would you say cancel culture is actually present on the platform? Because in my experience, I have not posted anything controversial yet, or anything that will spark a controversial debate. But my assumption is that people are trying to be more empathetic and professional on the platform. So they wouldn't be as harsh as, I don't know, on Reddit. What's your opinion on that?
I think LinkedIn is a little different from other platforms because of its like professional vibes, more or less. People have their full name and their employer listed on their profile. So that definitely makes people less likely to like comment trolls or something really negative on your comments. It does happen. But I've also heard of companies firing people because they sent like sexual harassment messages via LinkedIn, and people reported that to their company. So I feel like LinkedIn is a very positive place in general.
There's more security there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, getting out of your comfort zone, what else? What other example could you give? Personal branding is obviously something you're very proficient in. How about being international? You are German Finnish, right? For those who don't know, Lina has also spent some time in Finland on her studies, and she has experience living in different countries. I am Russian myself, living in Finland, and I lived in Germany as well. So this is something that's completely wild to many people. None of my high school classmates, I think, will dare to move abroad by themselves and live in a completely different environment. What's your opinion on that?
I think that's a perfect example of stepping out of your comfort zone, literally leaving your home, leaving your friends and family, and going into a different culture to a place that you don't know. I've done that several times. I did that when I was 15. I went to California for a year. I did that when I was moving to my studies first in Germany, and then I did the same when I moved to my studies in Finland. So it was a challenge every single time, but it's a welcoming challenge for me. I've never had problems with like getting to know people, and if you're like open-minded, I think you have so many options to like get to know other people, get to know other cultures. But yeah, I think that's like one of the biggest things that you can do instead of when it comes to stepping out of your comfort zone, is actually leaving like the things you know all around you and going to a place that you don't know at all. Yeah. What were your experiences in Finland?
My experience in Finland have been great. It's the 5th year I'm living here, and I got my job officially, permanently, hopefully. And I'm very happy about it. My internship right now is great. I have finished my studies here. I'm loving the country. It's completely different from my home country, Russia. The mentality here is so much different, and at the same time, very welcoming to internationals. There is prejudice, of course, but it's very different kind of prejudice, and it's different level of security here. I get the opportunity to actually network like this. I don't think I will be able to do it in Moscow. Uh, it's been really great, and Germany was completely different as well. You know, every culture is unique in its own way, and I think the more you travel, the more you experience other countries, the more diverse your psychological was it called psychological experience will get. And it's good because you get different perspectives. You become a little more empathetic towards other people, and that's what I've experienced. We also have another question from the chat. What made you start personal branding? So what was the reason you began posting on LinkedIn?
Yeah, good question. So last year I followed many content creators on LinkedIn, and I was one of those people only like lurking around and only liking and sometimes commenting, but mostly just looking at other content creators. And basically, I didn't really have a goal in the beginning. I just wanted to learn how to create better content and become a better marketer and connect with other people from my field, and basically like pave the way for some other opportunities in the future, whether it's like a corporation, sometime a new job, or whatever in the future. You never know. And that's basically why I started. And I wanted to see where it goes. And so far I'm convinced that I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
That's very good to hear. I think when you start off, you don't need to have a clear goal on what to do. I
don't think
definitely
so.
don't have a clear goal right now. I just try to figure out different types of content. Like I just started making video last week, as you might have seen, and that was a complete out of comfort zone experience. Me personally, I partially was inspired by you actually. I was networking a lot in early spring and late winter. I was going to a bunch of webinars, bunch of workshops, all those digital online events. And I was connecting with a lot of people. And if I remember correctly, I connected with you. We have a common connection, Remy, my coworker at RecRite. And I just started seeing your posts on LinkedIn more often. And I saw that you were posting a lot, and I thought, why shouldn't I try that? I didn't have a clear goal either. I just wanted to try and see whether my writing is going to be accepted in any ways, if it's going to be good. I didn't have a clear topic or anything. I just wanted to try.
And that's one of the things that gives me energy to move on as well, because I really love like empowering people and helping people out and inspiring others. And hearing you say that alone is going to keep me going.
Giving an example of your inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, it's been 20 minutes already. I think it's time to wrap up. If you had one message to our viewers, what will that be?
Try LinkedIn out and give it a chance and see what kind of things will come out of it. Yeah.
Yes, and I could add that if you have any questions, you can personally DM me, Lina, and anyone at LaureaES, or just tag LaureaES, and it will get my attention for sure. And we will try to help you out with whatever, because LinkedIn community is the best for me personally, and I like to support my connections. So thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Lina, for being an amazing guest. I hope you enjoyed your coffee. I've been enjoying mine here. And yeah, have a nice day, guys.